What's up everybody, it's RobinGaming here. Now, as you can see in the background, there's some Battlefield 4 gameplay. Don't want to go too much in depth on that. I've been playing it now for a couple of hours. Of course, the game came out, I think, yeah, it was yesterday for me in Europe. So yeah, I've been playing it for a bit, and as I said, I will leave my impressions probably for next week or something. You know, so I may talk about it in a video then next week, but I don't know right now yet. To get to the topic of this video, well, I actually asked on Facebook, you know, what people would most like to see in terms of a topic for a video, and I got this, you know, this kind of like a recommendation from a guy called Ben Lindy. Now, I want to do this a lot more, where I can just have people telling me what they want to see, what they want to hear. So basically, you know, if you have any topics for videos, if you see, for example, gaming news that you find interesting or something like that, or just a topic in general, then just let me know that any way you can, you know, in the YouTube comments, on Facebook or whatever. And yeah, I will look into that and then give you a shout out if you want. So I think that's a pretty cool thing, of course. Now, what he requested me and recommended me to do is, now that the PS4 official FAQ is out, which has like, I think, like 150 points in it where they explain pretty much everything you want to know about the PS4, you know, that I talk a bit about that and what I think of it. So what I did is I picked 9 of the, you know, to me the most noteworthy points of the whole list, and I pretty much want to just briefly discuss them, talk a bit about them, and why I find them so interesting. So, you know, without having to make this video like hours long, I'm just gonna go into it immediately. So the first thing I want to discuss is the question, can PS4 and PS3 users play together online, cross-platform? And what PlayStation says about this is that the functionality is technically possible, and some developers may choose to support it for their titles. Now, I find this really interesting, because I didn't really expect that. This means that, for example, with a title like Battlefield 4, which I will be getting on the PS4, that I could, if the developers decide to support that feature, that I could play with my friends who got the game on PS3. That would be really interesting. At the same time, I don't see a lot of people really, or developers, I mean, really doing that. But, you know, I don't know about that. It's a cool thing, and I hope some developers will make use of that, because it could really help, you know, the people who want to play with their friends, but also want to get a next-gen system. So they are kind of in this dilemma, you know, if I get a next-gen system, then I probably can't play with my friends. Well, this would be something that, you know, could help them make that decision to still get a next-gen console. So the next thing, for cross-game party chat, how many players will PS4 support? As with the Vita system, PlayStation 4 will support up to 8 users for cross-game party chat. The party chat feature works across both PS4 and PS Vita platforms. Party chat, of course, wasn't you know, a feature for PS3. It was already in the Xbox 360, and yeah, it was definitely one of those things that I really wanted, because you know, what some people do is they use Skype to kind of like play games and talk with their friends at the same time, so they don't have to play the exact same game. But for me, this wasn't really possible, because my friends don't really use Skype a lot, neither do I, to be honest. So it was always like, you know, if a friend of mine wanted to play Uncharted, then I had to play Uncharted as well to talk with him. And this can really help that. I can really see myself using the party chat function a lot to basically just, you know, set up little chat rooms with, I don't know, 5 to 8 players or something, and I can just play a game and talk with friends at the same time. I think that's just, you know, that's great. So the next thing, can PS4 users send voice messages to each other? Yes, PS4 users will be able to record voice messages of up to 15 seconds long and send them to friends for later listening. This again is something I think is really great, because, you know, setting up a message on PS3 just takes such a long time, especially if you want to say a lot. If you want to type like, I don't know, 5 sentences, then that can already take up to a minute or something. That's just annoying. And to be able to just select a friend, say, you know, I want to send a voice message, and then record something with your microphone, which immediately gets sent and the other player receives and can listen to, like, for example, hey, do you want to play Uncharted, or do you want to play this game? That's just something that's great, and it makes things a lot more easier, you know. So yeah, all in all, I think that's a great feature as well. So the 4th out of 9 points, will I be able to filter system and friend notifications in order to avoid being disturbed while playing a game or watching a movie? Now compared to PS3, you'll have much more control over displayed notifications, including messages, friend requests, trophies, download status and more. This once again is one of those things. Of course, the PS4, the friend list on the PS4 will allow for up to 2,000 people. Now that's a lot, and I've already been receiving a lot of requests from people like, can I add you when I get my PS4? And yeah, sure, I'm willing to do that. You know, I would love to add each and every one of you who wants to add me. You know, if it even gets to 2,000, then I would just add all those 2,000 people, to be honest. But the one downside to that, and I already see that kind of like on my PS3 now, where I just have 100 friends only, that I just receive invites and stuff like that constantly, all the time, and it's really annoying, of course. And you know, I hope something can be done with that you know, I can filter kind of like the invites I get from people and the messages and stuff like that, you know, to make it a bit more, I don't know, less disturbing to me as well, so I can just, you know, sit back, relax and play my games without having to worry about people inviting me all the time. I hope that will just be possible, and that's something personally that I'm just really interested in. And yeah, it would definitely make, if they introduce something like that, then that would definitely make me really add all those people who want to add me. So the next thing, where can I share my game content using the share button? Now, PS4 players can share game video on Facebook, game screenshots via Facebook and Twitter, and gameplay live streams via Ustream and Twitch, starting on November 15th in North America. This once again, and I will talk about this a bit later on, the YouTube thing. So far it looks great, of course. You can share your game screenshots via Facebook and Twitter. Definitely not going to do that, I guess. PS4 game video on Facebook, you know, not either. But gameplay live streams via Ustream and Twitch. Of course, I use Twitch mainly for the live streams that I do. The rare amount of live streams that I do, I use Twitch. And I think that with a feature like that, you will see me live streaming a lot more, because right now I never really do that. I do that maybe once every 3 months or something like that, because I just find it a hassle, and I personally, and I have to be very honest there, I don't really like it that much. But I think that if they make it as easy as they will with the PS4, yeah, you will see me live streaming a lot more, because it's just so easy. You simply click the live stream button and everything is working. The next thing is, can I add voiceover to my shared video? No, you can't add voiceovers to a shared video clip, but you can speak in real time when streaming live video. Again, that's the thing I wanted to talk about. It just makes it so much easier when I do a live stream that I can also use my microphone to just talk, and all in all, it makes for that quality that you already get from me now. So you know, it just makes it a lot easier, while all the quality you know, just remains, with at the same time you can still hear me actually talking through the video. So that's great. So, will I be able to store my gameplay recordings on my PS4? Yes, you'll be able to store captured gameplay videos on PS4 internal hard drive, as long as you have sufficient free storage. Now, I'm going to talk about this in a minute before I actually come to the final part. Can I share my game videos on YouTube? No. At launch, PS4 users will be able to use the share button on the DualShock 4 controller to upload gameplay videos to their Facebook account, or to stream live gameplay to Ustream or Twitch. All in all, it just means that YouTube is not supported, at least not at launch. That's a really bad thing, of course, because that's something I maybe wanted to make use of. It's kind of weird how they have this share button, which is kind of like made for everyone, so that everyone can share their gameplay, but they don't support the most popular video game, or I mean just video websites on the internet where you can share your videos, YouTube. I don't get how they are not supporting that at launch. I don't know what exactly is the problem there. But yeah, I guess we'll see that. Hopefully it will be supported sometime later down the road. And then that kind of leaves the question to me, what am I going to do when the PS4 comes out? Because I can't share to YouTube. Well, of course, I use external game capture devices already with the PS3. I use my HD PVR, and yeah, that leads me to the next part. Does PS4 support external HDMI-based capture devices? PS4 will allow the use of external HDMI capture devices following an upcoming system software update, so not at launch. Once again, that means that at launch I won't be able to share my video. At least that's what it looks like. I am really gonna wait for this patch to come out, so that I can use my capture device, so that I can get my video out there on YouTube. But yeah, I guess I'll have to wait a few months for that. I mean, I guess the patch is going to take a few months before it actually comes out. But yeah, for now, I can't really tell. I hope they bring it out as soon as possible, because it's just so easy, you know. I hit my record button on my laptop and it just starts recording from my PS3, and I can just play, you know, and then, I don't know, just stop it at any time and upload that gameplay. However, the point that I already, you know, talked about is that you will be able to store your gameplay on the PS4, and I think that way you can get the gameplay on your PS4 to your PC via, for example, a USB stick, and then still use it for YouTube, for example. Now, I hope that this also means that the quality of that video will be good, that it will be like full 1080p, you know, that the quality won't be any different from what you're already seeing right now on YouTube from me capturing my PS3. So I hope that will kind of remain the same. But then still, you know, you can only record the last 15 minutes of your gameplay. That means you don't really have too much control over it. And all in all, it's just a more, I don't know, just a harder process to get videos on YouTube via PS4, via the you know, the share functionality. So all in all, I just want to use my external HDMI based game capture devices. I'm just reading that off the thing here, because otherwise I would have made a mistake probably. So yeah, that was pretty much everything I wanted to talk about. Now, the full FAQ, of course, is in the description. There's about 150 points, once again, that you can read. And it's really interesting for those of you who are interested in the PS4. So definitely read that and let me know what you think about the points I just discussed. Yeah, it's definitely a lot of stuff to think about, and once again I want to thank Ben Lindy for you know, sharing this this idea with me so that I could talk about it in this video. And again, if you have any ideas for me to talk about in a next video, then let me know that in the comments and I will definitely look into it. So yeah, once again, let me know your thoughts, and then I thank you a lot for watching and hope to see you again next time.